Shalom, shalom. First thing and foremost, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles, double honors to the elders, great millstone, for teaching this truth according to the Bible. A sincere shalom to all the fellow laborers who push this truth and believe in this truth in the last days as we are called to do so. And this video is going to be on the video of, there's a bunch of Edomites apparently. Not exactly sure where this location is, okay, but these Edomites, you know how they like to prep, okay? You got certain Edomites that can feel that, you know, their nation is going down, and they've been preparing for the SHTF apocalypse type events to pop off in America. And this guy, he filmed, okay, apparently him and apparently was 400 other families that had bought a used or abandoned mine, okay, coal mine or whatever kind of mine it was, and they purchased it and basically turned it into a massive underground bunker, okay, where their plan is to wait out Jacob's trouble, wait out the time of tribulation in safety in this bunker. Okay, and little do they know that that bunker is going to be their tomb. Okay, they're all going to die inside of that bunker unless they leave, okay, and die outside of the bunker, okay, that abandoned mine. Now, okay, when you go into the scriptures, you understand that even if you have a bunker, even if you're the most prepared person in the world, right, you could have everything. You could have food, water, shelter, defense, a bunker, you know, vehicles, gasoline, fuel, everything, right? You could have it all. But guess what? Nothing is going to be left here in America. America is going to be totally and completely destroyed by nuclear bombs, and that bunker will be entirely melted into hot magma, okay? So whether you're outside of that bunker or inside of that bunker, you will die, okay, if you are not a part of the elect of the nation of Israel. Let's watch this.
Operation underground storage has begun. All the vehicles are moving in.
This is
We got
crazy.
the families moving into place. This is the mine where we're going to be held up for months. We're preparing, man. I told you. We had to be ready for what was coming. So
What's coming?
we've got our families and stuff. Food storage is good up. We're packed up pretty tight in here, but it's going to be good to go, man.
Some paradise
Better
shit.
safe than sorry. So we're getting loaded up. Everybody's moving in. We have different families in different sections. Right on. You got to be prepared. We've reinforced this just in case of any blast up above.
Where y'all
We're
at so we
literally
can
under
go?
a mountain here. You got to be ready for what's to come, people. And we are. Right on. Like I said, we're packed in there a little bit tight. We're going to make this work. About 400 families down here.
400.
All right, here we go. Wish us luck.
I want to go.
Take cover while there's still time. Okay,
So Esau knows what's coming, right? He knows that America is finished. Okay, this is basically them telling you that they believe that America is going down, and it is. America will be destroyed. Okay, all the scriptures and all the prophecies we could go to, but at the end of the day, it's not going to be a help to them. It's not going to be a salvation to them. Only Yahushai can bring salvation, and that's only for the Israelites, and that's only for the elect. So let's start here. Amos 9 and verse 5, it says, "And the Lord Yahweh power of hosts is he that toucheth the land, and it shall melt, and all that dwell therein shall mourn, and it shall rise up wholly like a flood." So that time of Jacob's trouble is going to come across the entire world, okay, especially here in America. America is going to be the epicenter, but it's also going to be the epicenter and the main focus of that nuclear destruction. It says, and shall be drowned as by the flood of Egypt. So there's going to be no escape. Just like Pharaoh, you know, his army and his chariots, once they entered into that kill box, that kill zone of the Red Sea, okay, there was no going back. They were guaranteed to die. And the entire land of America is the kill box. It is the kill zone. You're going to die there. He said they reinforced a part of that mountain that they're under just in case there was a blast. That thing is not, those little sticks are not going to hold up against the entire nuclear blast. How about multiple nuclear blasts? Okay, you're just gonna get cooked underground in that massive tomb that you're in. Okay, so there will be no we're gonna hold up for months. No, you're gonna die in there, and it's gonna be glorious. Okay, all for the glory of Yahweh Shem Shai. 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 10 says, "But the day of the Lord, which will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up." So all that rock you saw, okay, all that rock, that's all that element, okay, that underground mine, those are all elements right there, and it's all going to melt. So imagine what it's going to be like when you're in there, you and those other 400 families that are in there, and you're just cooking inside of what is practically a giant crucible, a giant oven. Okay, you're not going to survive this. Okay, and Lord's will. Okay, I'm part of the elect, and I'll be able to look down and see these people getting fried inside of this massive oven that they've just put themselves in, because those are all elements that you see there. All that rock, that mineral, those minerals, okay, those are the elements that are going to melt with a fervent heat. Okay, let's get another one. Okay, Joel chapter 3 and verse 19. Egypt shall be a desolation. And the Egypt we're talking about is not ancient Egypt. We're talking about America. Revelation, the 11th chapter, spiritual Sodom and Egypt. This is the spiritual Egypt right here in America. And what does it mean to be desolation? It means to be completely and totally waste or destroyed. Okay, and Edom, okay, that guy that was filming all those families down there, those are Edomites down there. And Edom shall be a desolate wilderness. Okay, for the violence against the children of Judah, because they have shed innocent blood in their land. That's what you guys did in America. You shed innocent blood, so your blood is going to have to be shed. So no matter where you go, no matter how prepped you are, you're not going to make it. All right. Joel 3 and 20, but Judah shall dwell forever, and Jerusalem from generation to generation. So you can't stop the Israelites, man. You can't stop Yahushai. You can't stop prophecy. Okay. Let's keep going. Isaiah 19 and 2, of course, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians. So at some point, there's going to be a civil war that's going to break out in America, okay? There's going to be a civil war that's going to break out in America. And what's going to happen is these Americans, a.k.a. these spiritual Egyptians, okay, they're going to start fighting against one another. It's going to be political. It's going to be racial. It's going to be all type of whatever divide you can come up with. You're going to have factions fighting against one another, okay? And it says, they shall fight everyone against his brother and everyone against his neighbor. You see how tightly packed those families were in there, okay? All living in RVs and trucks and stuff like that. Listen, when food runs out, when there is no more fuel, they said they were only prepared for months. Okay, well, I can guarantee you're going to run out, and you're not going to want to come out, okay, because of the things that are going on. When everything runs out, the only thing you're going to have to do, the only resources left is going to be from the people that are camping in camps next to you in those campers under that mine. And you're going to have those individuals, those 400 families, fighting to the death for the last of their resources when they run out. Okay, so again, there is no escape. Okay, it says fight everyone against his brother and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. You're going to have national war, you're going to have civil war, and you're going to have interpersonal war. Okay, and that reiterates in 2 Esdras 15 and 15. It says, "For the sword and for their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men." There's going to be sedition amongst that group. I can guarantee it. There's going to be sedition amongst that group. All right? "For there shall be sedition among men in invading one another." They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. So, hey, whoever, it basically survival of the fittest down there, okay? Whoever's got the last of the resources, everybody's going to team up. They're going to take it from them. And it's gonna continue like that until the last man is standing. And whoever's standing at the end, they're probably going to be destroyed by hunger, thirst, or those missiles, okay? Or, since, this guy posted on social media, right?
Underground storage.
Since he posted it on social media, now everybody knows where you're at. Everybody knows that you got this massive stockpile of resources in this underground mine. All right, and I'm pretty sure it'll be if people really wanted to, they could find where this location is. Come with a nice little army. They know how many of you down there now. Okay, you said that there were about 400 families. Okay, under that mine. Okay, so now people are doing the math. People are plotting. When shit hits the fan, all of you need is to get a large enough group, and you can take out that whole entire mine and take whatever they got. So, that's not smart on your part for posting exactly where you're at and what you got and how prepared you are, because there's going to be sedition among men. All right, let's watch this one more time.
Begun. All the vehicles are moving in.
This is
We got
crazy.
the families moving into place. This is the mine where we're going to be held up for months. We're preparing, man. I told you. We had to be ready for what was coming. So
What's coming?
we've got our families and stuff. Food storage is good up. We're packed up pretty tight in here, but it's going to be good to go, man.
Some paradise
Better
shit.
safe than sorry. So we're getting loaded up. Everybody's moving in. We have different families in different sections. Right on. You got to be prepared. We've reinforced this just in case of any blast up above.
Where y'all
They're
at so we
literally
can go?
under a mountain here. You got to be ready for what's to come, people. And we are. Right on. Like I said, we're packed in there a little bit tight. We're going to make this work. About 400 families down here.
400.
All right, here we go. Wish us luck.
There's not going to be any luck. It's just going to be the will of the Lord, man. You're gonna end up being unalive down there. All right. Maybe he'll post another video on how everything's falling apart. All right. Lord's will, this destruction is coming soon. So with that, I'll close out and give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai Ba'ashim Rakak Wadash. Shalom.